Okay, it's the last question. An exponential, two exponential equations. Let's look at 4.5 here. Oh, we're supposed to find the solution to this. Hey, you know what? This is in factored form. Well, if it's in factored form, you're very close to your answer. All has to happen is that this 5x minus 25 has to equal 0, and that'll be 0. So you add 25, you get 5 squared. 5 to the x equals 5 squared, so x must equal 2. 5 to the x minus 1 equals 0. Well, that's just got to equal 0, this part here. That'll make it true. So 5 to the x minus 1 equals 0. Then 5 to the x must equal 1. Now here is the trick. 1 is really 5 to the 0 power. You see, you got to make the bases the same to figure out what the exponents are about. And x is equal to 0. It's the only way they could be equal. So there's two solutions here, 2 or 0. And that's it. Okay. Now the next question's a little bit harder. You can solve this by kind of letting k equal something, 2 to the x, and then going through it. But this one's pretty easy to see, I think. It's really a trinomial. You have to see that it's a trinomial. You put down two brackets and you're thinking, how could I get 2 to the 2x? Well, if I had 2 to the x and 2 to the x, then if I multiplied, I'd get 2 to the x plus x, or 2x. So there I'm halfway to my answer. Now I'm looking at plus 4. It's either got to be minus 1 and minus 4, or minus 2 and minus 2. But look, there's a 5 there. So the only way I can get a 5 there is to have 1 and 4 here. Minus 2 to the x, minus 4 to the x. They combine to equal this minus 5 to the 2 to the x, I should say. That's that 2 to the x that it's getting multiplied by. And now we're back to the same thing as we are in this question up above. 2 to the x minus 1 has to equal 0 to make this 0. And 2 to the x minus 4 has to equal 0 to make this 0. Well, then just add 4 and just add 1 and make that 2 to the 0, so the bases will be the same. And we are going to be looking at our answer. It looks like I never typed out the answer here. I'll type it out right now. It looks like x is going to equal 0 or 2. That's what looks like the answer to me. In fact, that is what the answer is. X equals 0 or 2. There's my two solutions that are going to make this 0. And we're going to make the original exponential equation 0.